Today we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Virginia taxes?
Ta-da!
Eurian. This is Standard. Bounce. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I crafted another Turtles card or two. And we are playing blue-green bounce ramp. This is, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is a deck that is going to try to get a lot of lands on the field, draw a lot of cards, bounce the opponent's boards over and over again till they hate playing Magic and make them miserable. We are going to try to ramp on turn 2, a shared growth and glimpse the core, two of the most important plays in the deck. Ancient Cornucopia, with all the bounce going on, keeps the life total high, and Lessons from Life being the Turtles card I wanted to play, which is draw 3 cards. You may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. I like a Harmonize as much as anybody, but when you ramp as well, it feels pretty darn cool. Then we have Meringue River Regent as the big bouncy dragon, Season of Weaving as big bouncy spell that might make a big bouncy dragon, Summon Leviathan as a big bouncy 6/6 that we might copy with Season of Weaving that bounces all these not other things into the Bony Paw Clear Cutter and the Turtles in time to shuffle it all up, draw 7, and go again. I had Mutable Explorer in here. I replaced it with Cornucopia. That's like Best of One things. You know what I mean? This is a mythic as well. If you haven't crafted this card, I get it. And I do want to play Mutable Explorer. Like, I actually thought it would be great in this deck, especially considering the Leviathan thing, so it stays on the field. But you know what? I don't want to craft it. I don't want to craft it right now. And I already crafted my Ancient Cornucopia. So if you want to use Mutable Explorer, let me know how that goes in the comments. I recommend giving it a try if you've already crafted it. But I'm not spending my rare wild card. I'm stingy in my old age. I am excited for this card. This is one of the cards that actually tugged at me like, oh, this is like okay, because I love the video game, absolutely an absolute banger, and this spell is big and flashy, excellent wild commander card. Can we do anything with it in standard? Is it for arena? I want to find out. The mana base has a ton of utility, from Bossing Say to Agnaquela to Mistrise Village to this village that nobody uses, but maybe in this deck it's good, to Breeding Pools and Verges to help fix the mana, and of course Cavern of Souls to go with the Mistrise Villages to counter the counter mages. We want to play against counter spells. That is where this deck would absolutely shine, is against counter spells. So let's hope we go against control and not aggro, which might run us over and make my spell snares look silly. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. I'm spell snare, I'm sticking with it. I see you in the comments. You think I play too much Spell Snare because you've looked at Spell Snare in your hand sometimes as you lose games. I look at it as there were so many games I had no shot in without Spell Snare. And I don't know. I think it's my particular brand of MTG luck / bias that I go second a lot. And if I have a Spell Snare, I'm in the game. And if I don't, I lose. And here we go. Here we go. Let's see if Spell Snare does its job. 2 is not ideal, but we'll take it. Sleight of hand. Okay. Is it going to be a show off? Are we going to hit the turn 2 show off with the snare? I would prefer it not be, because if they plot it, we're in trouble. And shocking in a shock land to make blue is always a little sus. What you doing? Who runs Demo Field and Sleight of Hand in the same deck? What's happening? Open mana? I guess I have to be aggressive. Would you like to counter my ramp? Because maybe then they don't counter Lessons from Life later. Look at this gamer. They get it. But what is this deck? Spelementals? What is this Demolition Field doing? What? I'm still blown away by this Demolition Field. You can, in theory, put it in any deck. But when you're putting in a deck, you ask yourself, like, when am I going to use it? How am I losing to a land? Does it actually beat me, or is it just annoying that my opponents have it? And usually a deck like this doesn't need it. But do they play 2-mana spells? Oh, the question. Elemental. What is happening? I'm getting luged? Hello? What are you? You're a fish. We ignore fish on Summon Leviathan. That's funny. Cards. And we got the land. Beautiful. Now let's see how ugly this gets. We may never resolve another spell. We didn't draw a Mistrise Village or a Cavern of Souls. It's my illusion. That's a double reference nobody needed. Why not the Demolition Field? I'm so confused. I mean, if you're turning it into an island, maybe. Yeah, that's good. I'm kind of jealous of that. Can I replace these spells? If I had the mana up, I'd be countering that. That would be fun. Come on, Cavern of Souls off the top one time. Let's go. Let's go. We needs it. Guarantee they're a counterspell gamer. Ooh, bounce off? Yeah, I guess we're doing that. And we want to do it on their turn, I think. Or in response to them casting something. Let's go for the shared roots and see what they do. They allow it. Glimpse the Core gets islands. Shared roots can get... Or Glimpse the Core gets forests. Shared roots get islands. So take islands when you can with shared roots. When it makes sense. When it's about the same difference either way. Another crab. Okay. Well. Boing. Here comes the counter spell. But we wanted the spell snare to back up the summon Leviathans or the season, right? This is gonna be a stupid game. Hey, that resolved. Crabby. Crabby and summon Leviathan is interesting, but it does have ward. Ta-da! That hurt. Let me guess. More fish? Now the demolition field? Good. Well, good job. Good job. I'm proud of you. Stories. Cooking. Five minutes later. Please draw Cavern of Souls. I have such a bad feeling this won't resolve. Please draw Cavern of Souls. They discard a land. They must have another. Okay. I mean, we're kind of dead either way, so gotta go for it. I have double snare open. Let's see if we can resolve this. Or if spell snare just turned out to be a lemon today. Not the deck you're looking at being like, ooh, meta, you know? Not really something you prepare for. In fact, bouncing more sea creatures is funny. Oh, got him. Get wrecked. What else you got? They have another one? They do. They have another one. They have two. Yeah, get out. Nope. Actually, a spectral interference is a difference. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Get out. You're gone. Now what? They're probably gonna try to crab this, right? And then we summon another one because that's gonna take a lot of mana. But there are definitely tricks they can try to pull with their crab. Okay, they refished. I think it's hilarious that this doesn't care if it's a fish. That fish gets bounced. That to me is comedy. Consult again. Yeah. Yeah, free consult. What a card. Usually too slow for standard, but still heck of a card. I'm sure they find another counter spell, but what counter spell? Demolition field. Not an island. Well, attacking draws card. Why couldn't I have a cavern here, though? This attack doesn't kill me. 2 lands and it could. But I think I'm supposed to attack for the card and hope that I can resolve something. If I can't, like, if they have another counter spell, have I lost the game anyway? Feels like it. It really does. Right now they cost 1, 2, 3, yeah, like 5 less to cast. That's almost certainly some kind of a counter magic piece. So drawing a Mistrized Village or a Cavern is my best option, I think. They can't play the crab. They don't have the blue because they run Demolition Field. So let's see what they do. That is very sad. We did need a land. We just needed it to be a different type. All right. If not, resolve, game end. Resolve. Game not end. I've never been so happy. I'm guessing there's a lot of like negate going on with their deck. Ooh, another detect intrusion, countering the ability. All right, let's see if they can produce 2 islands here. They can play the crab, they can tap this, and they can attack for lethal. I'm not going to wait for them to see it. They're very slow. They're too busy being brilliant. That is not the matchup I expected. And man, is it a time when you need your Cavern of Souls. Maybe I'm just supposed to run 4 Cavern of Souls and 3 Mistrized Villages. I don't know. We still need to be able to actually cast our Spell Snare on turn 2. All right, we get another shot at it here. What the hell was that brew? And now we play against white. So we have an interesting choice. We can hold up the Spell Snare, or we can ramp. They must have something on turn 2. And we don't have to be in a huge rush. We have a good end game. They have nothing on turn 2. All right, now we get to hold it up and progress our game. Turtles in time, the 1 of 7 drop. It has to be in your opening hand. That's how the game works. And they have a Weather Maker. Whenever a land enters, you may put a charge counter on this. Add 1 mana, remove 2 charge counters, add 2. Remove 3 charge counters, 3 damage to any target. I wonder if people think this is a win con. I kind of do. I like it. It's stupid, but it's that kind of stupid. Let's ramp up. Oh my God, landfall. Holy crap. They're doing it. They're doing the thing. A fabled passage in a monocolored deck to trigger landfall. Yeesh. Are we dragoning? Are we timing? I don't think we're doing either. Naming Dragon, but I'm just gonna play the Cornucopia since they're not actually putting pressure on us in any way. The heck you trying to call me for? I'm busy. Stupid phone. It's just somebody offering me a debt consolidation loan for like the 38th time this particular month that I have no interest in of any kind. You know, the year is 2026. We has AI. AI is supposed to be brilliant, right? I know that's a sensitive topic for many of you. Why am I still getting spam calls? Why hasn't that ended? Why can't we be done with that? Give me cards. And we don't need a breeding pool. There's a Mistrise Village, but this is not a counterspell matchup. Bouncing these, then I think our drawing 7 would be a lot better than theirs. Shuffle up. Meow. All right, roots. We go roots. So what's your landfall mono white do nothing deck do now? Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be fun.
I will mend this insight if I
Not a creature. Boing boing. Make them do it again, I suppose. Why not? They'll probably exile this dragon. Who wins this? This is one of those inevitability games. I don't know who wins. Okay, you want to get lost the dragon. Cool. Instead of playing Ugin again? It's wild to me. But we're making weather, baby. And we're getting a plains. Maybe a soul guide lantern. I don't know. Uh-huh. What do you guys think? Do we use the dragon or the Agnaquila? I'll use the dragon. Dig deeper. Running them out there isn't going to accomplish too much. That's a lot of land. I could use some not land. This doesn't bounce anything here. Like, what do you think their win con is? I think we just wait. They can't attack our hand. Putting something on the board just gets it Ugined. What are they gonna do? Draw more cards and gain more life? Why would we care? This is another one where I do not know what the end game actually turns into. I feel like their deck is just all about not getting run over by what? Red? There's no red deck that they have to worry about all the time in the meta. So how do they win? So like they do this, they get value, we play Summon Leviathan, they have to get it again. It's a lot of land. We'll get through the land. Don't worry, guys. It's under control. Everything's under control. Oh my god. Is it? All right, summon this Leviathan. Boingy. What we got on top? We got land. We got a dragon. I like that dragon. So I will not glimpse this core right now. I will not burn this other map token. We will pass. If they play an Ugin target and then another colorless thing, and they target, if they target like the Summon Leviathan and we trigger ward and they pay to 2 ward and we bounce it back, we're just ready to go again for whatever board they build. And if they try to burn us out with Weathermaker, eventually we'll get more cornucopias. Maybe those will gain life, although keeping them on the board is hard if we can't remove Ugin. Yeah, what does happen in this game? Okay, that's a thing they can try. They making weather. No, not my Agna. We'll do the thing. Don't need cavern. One basic left. Cool. Nothing like drawing all the basics, am I right? Look at those weather makers popping off. So, like, elk. It does get treasures. Lessons from life. I know you. I put you in my deck for a reason. Tapped. Okay. A 4/5. We got the bony paw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really wacky situation. I want to become an ox factory. This thing will die very quickly. I want to play the Leviathan, bounce the Beza. That's not a big deal. Playing the dragons. I mean, bouncing these doesn't really matter. There isn't that much good to do. So I guess we will send Cavern of Souls in for battle. Yeah, more things that are not lands is fine. Uh-oh. Another demolition field, sure. Poor Bossing Say. Let's do this. The snare? All right. Been a bad day for snare so far, but we'll probably need it somewhere here. We definitely don't need a glimpse of the core. Just checking. How does this game end? Probably not well. Like, how do you mount an offense against Ugin? Ta-da! I earthbend. This would give them a big heads up of what's coming, but what the heck, we'll just keep it on dragon. It doesn't really matter. Yep. A planeswalker, wow. Well, they figured out how to use treasures. Nothing to exile, just dropping that Ugin for that big card advantage. Okay. An attack for 4, dear God. All right. Do we draw another dragon? No. 6. You. All that again, please. Although it shouldn't be too hard for them. This is where a split up does feel pretty bad. That does feel bad as well. Oh, this is what you get for being a creature deck. I wonder if I need like a mill option to go over the top. Because losing games like this is really annoying, even if they aren't meta. It's just frustrating. Simic ramp. I think this is why Simic is coma. Because I just can't win the game. Still waiting. Season of Weaving. Do I need cards or do I need more summon Leviathans? There we go. Just keep them like that. We're 10 cards down, so I don't think we can actually deck them. We have to find a way to attack them.
So long as we fight, join the fight!
And we wait, and we wait, and we wait. Warp tokens, okay. Sure, why not? Yeah, just cheat out Ugin, yeah. Oh, now Ugin's on the field though. 7 loyalty is annoying. How do I get an extra point of damage here, huh? How do I do it? The lander doesn't do me any good, so it's definitely going to be like this and this, and I get to kill the Elspeth for good. But the Ugin, if it stays, is going to devour so much of this stuff. I guess we just try to do a lot and hope that they don't have that much colorless. Put the land card onto the battlefield, so we get back Bossing Say, which is probably huge. Take that out. We have another Summon Leviathan. So do we hold up a Spell Snare for a Get Lost? They're probably going to Wrath the board, right? Yeah, I think they are. But we could try to catch them doing something fancy, like play colorless cards to remove this and a Get Lost. And then we snare it. We could also play a colorless Scrap Bot, but that just dies in a board wipe. Does that matter? I mean, I think we have to hope they don't have a board wipe here. Having a colorless card on the field could get us through to Ugin, but I don't know if that... I just don't know how much that matters. Here we go. Man, I want to hold this for a Get Lost. Do we really care about a Maze Mind Tome? And they have 10, 11, 12 mana. And we know they have... But they only have 5 cards in hand. How much do we think they have a Get Lost? And they didn't play a board wipe. All right, I'm going to snare it. I don't think they have it. I don't think they have a Get Lost. Yep. Let's watch them rage out here. I mean, ward is a lot. They're down to 7 mana here.
Fate flows as easily as water. My plan bears fruit.
Well, they drew a sweeper. That's nice. You'll love to see it. I mean, Ugin could deck them, but they still have 30 cards to our 20. Leviathan. Dragon. They've got to be running a little bit low here on the board wipes. Maybe they don't have to be, but it sure feels like they should be. Got him. 2 points of damage. No! What a prick. Well, I mean, that could have been worse. The actual ending of the turn might be a problem. Easy for 5-1. What a stupid card. Yeah, they don't play them like this every day, do they? What is in the water today, man? What is going on? Oh god, this hand is terrible. All right, I can't anymore with this. I can't play this game. I can't believe the bullshit I just lost to. Oh my god. Yeah, well, yeah, of course they ultimate into Herald of New Dawn Flash, but yeah, how could I possibly? All right, can this deck win one game? That's the new bar right here. Can we do it? Not even close to a good hand. What the heck is going on? Sure, I'll do nothing for 4 turns. We can't mulligan any lower. It won't work. I just like playing this first to confuse them. Now they like, what? Huh? Well, it's nice to see somebody has a card that isn't the absolute perfect thing against us. We don't really care about Ghost Vacuum, but it is Artifacts, which is... If Artifacts pops all the way off, what do we do? It's a tough one. It's not like we have instant speed, pick up all your stuff, which is what I think we need in a matchup like this. Oh, they're having a little bit of trouble. They don't have a perfect draw. Let's see how this goes. I actually get lessons from life. I also drew the one card that uses our graveyard, Bony Paul. So I think the vacuum's gonna matter, which makes me a little grouchy. They're digging. You don't cut lands, guys. Never cut lands. Ew. Authority of the Consuls, huh? A bounce off. All right, let's get a big warded creature out there because it might hit them a few times. You don't want them to just be able to play a Perilous Snare and get rid of this. And we want the trigger from Bony Paul. Tell me they were holding a Fable Passage the whole time because they just wanted the land untapped. That would be funny. It's the front. So they have a synthesizer and now 2 authorities. But no board. Can we find land? A bounce off might be really useful. Our opponent has the option of using Ghost Vacuum in response on their own graveyard. That's why we're sitting here. But yeah, we've got to try to have a board going on, or we're never going to beat this deck. Decline, right? Because I haven't hit my land drop for the turn. Having bounce off up might make a difference. They might go for... they don't have Repurposing Bay. I don't think they can go for a win here with the Hasty Fire Crystal method, but... Crystal Method. It's my jam back in the day. Any Crystal Method fans? Vegas. Oh, what a time. See, if this was a Spell Snare right now, I'd be so happy. But they are in big trouble if they can't handle the board, so they need it to be a snare. They have a Saw Blades. Interesting. That doesn't make a creature. All right, give me back Bony Paul. The Ox is legendary, unfortunately, and giving them more life with authority is not ideal. Slam the Enigma Jewel. I think we're playing a dragon. Cornucopia. Goodbye, Summon Leviathan. But dragon here, bouncing the synthesizer, maybe the jewel does set them back quite a bit while they're taking 7. I kind of need to ramp more though, to be honest. And we could punch them for a lot more damage while they don't have board. This is tough. Like, do we try to keep the tempo going? The odds of them actually being able to solve the big monsters is getting closer to a reality. But yeah, I think it's a tempo play. So give me the synthesizer and the jewel, because the jewel enters tapped and it helps them do stupid things with the bay. Yeah, that was a pretty big decision. Hopefully we still have our Ox, but if we don't, we can make another. But we do need to ramp at some point with all these cards piling up in the hand and us being 1 mana short of doing multiple things in a turn. They are under lethal threat. You would only need to ramp twice for this to hit for enough to kill them. So it should have their full attention. They really want like Perilous Snare. And then hopefully having a dragon means we still get to hit them and keep the pressure on. They do have the snare, but they go for the dragon. I wonder why. This hits for so much more. Is it because this is what's in hand? It must be. So I think we ramp really hard here. Turtles in time. Not exactly the solution. The Spell Snare, though. Do we want to hold up Spell Snare or ramp more? Hit them for 11. They still don't have this on the field. What? I don't think they could put a stun counter on a tapped creature. That's probably what they plan to do, right? So yeah, let's just hit them as hard as we're allowed to here and get a lot of lands onto the field. Does mean they won't be under lethal threat next turn though, so then things start to get spicy. They have the answer? Like what are they playing that answers this here? Do they have a spicy one of or something? Do they have a get lost? Punch. Vacuum. They didn't use relic. I am confused. That must be a mistake. Yeah, I don't know. Did they only have... No, they should have had blue open. That must be a mistake. They're cracking under the pressure of the ox. It's the bay. But they don't have a synthesizer. So they are still very much in danger. Star Cage gets them a card because of some of the things they exile. They have the Ghost Vacuum Star Cage Nambo. Bony Paul. Cornucopia first. The life total actually could matter. And we'll once again give them a double threat to figure out. The ramp is real. Opponent going up to 9 is real too because of Bony Paul's 6 power. And they are mana constrained. We've unlocked our land situation very well. They're gonna slam a Saw Blades. They are not gonna slam a Saw Blades. Got him. Spell Snare in the house. Will that turn out to be a big difference? Two mana removal. Tale as old as time. And even in the matchups where Spell Snare doesn't do something early, it often does something late because of those 2 mana removal spells. So many cards in the format are 2 mana removal. Oh, their brain is racking now. What do I do? What do I do? I gotta stun the ox or remove the ox. Another Star Cage, something like that. Spell Snare resolves. Spring-loaded Saw Blades is countered. They have the snare for the double answer. It has to be the ox, but Bony Paul will attack. And there's a dragon. What's under here? Not things I want to be released, but there is a dragon under the snare. Woo! Attack first? I think so. I have 13 lands. Sure, we might draw another thing. Down to 3. Dragon. Let's go like this. That life gain is annoying, but we make it work. And bounce the bay. Make them have to get those authorities back on the field. Now we could Turtles in Time here. I do not believe that is the play. That would not be great. They need a board wipe, but I don't think they run it. These decks are usually closer to like tempo combo decks, and we get the victory. Ah, we can win a game with this pile. let's see. Things I would change. Dude, our matchups today were so weird. I don't know what I can change based on our matchups today. Like, that's not the meta you expect to face, but it does feel like we don't have the end game. Doppelgang is a heck of a card that I would love to play. It didn't fully synergize with this, but it does just synergize with a lot of lands, so I like Doppelgang a lot. Wan Shi Tong, maybe a way to draw a bunch of cards and make a giant owl at instant speed, could be a flash way to end a game out of nowhere. Overall, I like drawing cards and putting lands on the field. I'd rather just draw cards and white boards, but give me some green. This is probably the best green I can way to use green that I can think of. Thank you to the sponsors of my channel, CoolStuffInc.com. I appreciate you. Use promo code CGB5 at checkout. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.